Hi, this is Professor Chang of Pugyong National University, Korea, and welcome to my class of image processing. Today, we are going to talk about image restoration. Okay, this is today's content, what we are going to talk about. Okay, we are here, and we have many things left to study. Okay, then what is restoration? Okay, you see that something changes. See that there is an old closet and almost broken, I can say, and after restoration it can be like this. Okay, this is the restoration. Then what is image restoration? Image restoration is finding original pixel values for an image, right? So there is an image, original image, there was, but it was distorted somehow. Maybe if it's not digital image, if it's just real image, then maybe you pour coffee or something teared, and many things could be happened in many if the photo or an image is very old, is it? So it happens in same way in digital image. Okay, maybe you just stored file your image in your hard disk or your flash memory, and you may think that there is no problem at all, but it can be distorted because there is nothing forever, right? There is nothing lasts forever. The information, digital information, is just saved in your digital hard disk, but somehow it could be broken. Maybe there could be burned, or water may go inside your hard disk, your computer, or you may drop your flash memory, or anything could happen. So then your image could be distorted, or maybe maybe there is several enemy of you, and then your enemy distorted your digital photo. Okay, they may hate you, so they put some virus or some they draw some pixels or shapes in your image, your photo, and they save it. Then your photo will be distorted. Okay, then what we want is changing the image into the original, isn't it? So there is original image, and this image is distorted or corrupted somehow, and you want to restore it. Then at this point, one of the important things you have to know is at the time of image restoration, you have not much information of the original image. You may have remember, okay, there is a tree, see, this is a tiger, and image is not this, it's too white, okay, or in this original image there is a shape or white part here. You may remember the shape of the shape of the what can I say this? Okay, these black lines. Maybe you may not have knowledge that this is okay. These shapes are symmetric, but maybe in most cases you have not much information, and you cannot remember exactly. If you remember exact pixels and color values of original image, then there is no need of restoration. You just put the image and you can just restore by yourself. Okay, so this is one of the difficulty when we are doing the image restoration. Okay, this image restoration is different to image enhancement, because this is a restoration, right? Maybe the original image, quality of the original image is not very high, but the purpose of the restoration is not making better. It's just finding what it was. So it is a little bit different to the image enhancement and image restoration. But practically, image enhancement and restoration is dealt almost in the same way, because at the most cases, image restoration is image enhancement, enhancing the image. Right? There are some problems in a distorted image, so you want to make it better. So this is also the concept of the same concept of the image enhancement. So in the many cases, even in the research field, it is both terms are mixed used. Okay. All right. Then we may talk about the source of the distortion. Okay, there are many sources of distortions, but today we may talk 6 sources of distortions. Okay, first, there is a motion blurs. When you take a photo, see, like this, if something moves, object moves very fast, then image becomes like this, right? And if your camera moves, then it happens in a similar way. We call this as a motion blurs. Another one is out of focus blur. This is something you have to the photographer maybe did a mistake. Okay. So if focus does not match to the object when they took the photo, then the image becomes the quality of the image may be lower. Okay. Another source of distortion is the sensor fault. When camera sensor has some problem, then taken image has some trouble. You see, this is a photo taken from a flight. Probably it was taken from the satellite. Then you see there is a noise strip here and here, and this was caused by a sensor. Okay, first one is atmospheric turbulence blurs. This is caused because of the air conditions, temperatures, and airflows. Especially when taking a photo from long distance away, the air conditions in the middle of the camera and the target causes blurs. Okay, there are 6 photos here, and this is not the photo, static photo. These are taken from video, and above 3 images were taken in the morning, and the other 3 images in the bottom were taken at the afternoon. So as you see, right, so these photos were taken from 1 kilometer away, so this is very, very far away. So the air conditions in the middle of the air condition between the target and the camera causes the big effects to the taken images. See? Okay, this is the atmospheric turbulence blurs, and water also can cause distortion. This imaging is the mirrored image onto onto water or surface. As you see, the buildings, the houses on the images, mirrored on the images, mirrored on water, are distorted a lot. This is water distortion. Also, water distortion can be happened when we took image under the water. So in that case, also water flows. Right? Water does not fixed or static. Water continuously moves. So when we go under the water and when we took the image under the water, then the images are easily distorted. Also, there could be a communication fault. The communication here means not the communication between the human. The communication here means the communication between the devices. So when we took an image and the image was sent to the other places, and it could be there if there are some troubles during the communication between two devices, then images there could be distortion between when during the communication, and there could be a distortion in the obtained image. So it's like this, or there could be noise, like impulse noises or something else. Anything could be happened here. Okay, then we want to solve these problems, right? So there are many types of distortions, and you want to solve these problems. There are many solutions in these days, and all the solutions can be categorized into 3 types. Not all, but maybe the most. Okay, the most easy one, the easiest one is the spatial filters. We have already learned the spatial filter last week, so you are familiar with this. There are many types of filters: median filters, mean filter, max filter, or Sobel filter, and Gaussian filter, and there are many types of filters, and you can use such filters. See, this is the image with lots of noise, and this could be the noises could be reduced using such a spatial filter. As you see, the image is becoming clear. Okay. Sorry, the first one. This is not the spatial filter. This is the frequency filter. The spatial filters are these two: the up left, up right, and the bottom left. Those images are better than the original image, not the noised image. Anyway, so as you see, these images, the filtered image is better than the noisy image, but still it is not clear. So there is some limitation in such a method. So the most conventional way to solve these problems, to remove noises or enhance low quality image, is the frequency-based method. So, okay, this is the frequency-based method. There is an original image. This is noise. You see the noise, strict noise here, and in image there are many type of data are included. So we can change this image in 2-dimensional space into the frequency band space. Often we can use Fourier transform or Wavelet transform. Here, this image was obtained by Fourier transform, digital Fourier transform, DFT, and then we can get this image. And this image can be reconverted to the original image as well. So And in the 2D frequency space, we can find and we can separate noise places. So here, maybe this circled part are noise. So we can remove this area and we can revert the DFT image into the XY image, into XY space. Then we can get the noise removed image here. Okay, this is how the frequency filter is going on. So one of the very popular method is the wavelet transformation. Here, using the wavelet transform, the basic concept of utilizing wavelet transform is like this. There is an image with noise, and then we transform wavelet using wavelet function, and then we remove some part of frequency area, and then we calculate inverse wavelet transform. So we revert it, so which means we revert. So then we can get the denoised image here. Okay, this is how it is going on. Okay, the image was taken from this paper. Okay, in this way we can remove such a noise image here, just like here. You see this image has lots of noises, and then if you process it correctly, then you can get this clean image. Okay, and in these days, deep learning is used everywhere. Okay, maybe not everywhere, but mostly everywhere. Here, the image restoration part also utilizes the deep learning a lot. Okay, this image was taken from a paper, CVPR 2020, and this paper utilizes a deep learning network structure to remove the noise. So basic idea of utilizing deep learning is just like this. There is a source images, and it converts the source image into the feature image. And this inside of this blue dot box, dashed box, is the network structure of deep learning, and the image was converted. It was the original image, and we got the very feature images. So we can somehow you can call this as an image, but somehow you just can call this as a feature matrix. And from this feature matrix, this deep learning structure generate the image without noise. So here it means that noise could be maybe in the feature matrix. There's some part of you can easily remove. We remove the noise, which means that we can easily separate the noise here in the feature space, because we use the deep learning here because to make the separation easier than the previous space. Okay, then we convert. Here is the generation structure, generation network. So in here this generation matrix get the feature matrix, then it generates the original image. That is how it works. It is pretty difficult for me to explain all this because we didn't actually study the frequency-based filters or deep learning at all. So I think it is better to study frequency filters next week, and we also study deep learning techniques, basics of deep learning in the coming weeks as well. Okay, thank you very much, and thank you for listening. Today we talked about restoration, image restoration, and resource of distortion and methods. We didn't talk about the specific methods, and just briefly explain the kinds of restoration methods. We will talk about the detail of each method later days. Thank you very much.